I will be doing a quick tank review for the American Premium Medium Tier 8 tank, the M46 Patton KR. For the time being, this is a rental tank to everyone, to see if they like the Patton enough to actually buy it or not. I definitely like what Wargaming have done with the rental tank thing. You can try the tank out to see if you want to get it or not. As a player, one of the benefits I see in the rental tank deal so far is that as long as the rental thing lasts, you can use it as a premium tank and have all the benefit of one during the rental period, while making extra credits as well. Let's get into the review part of the vehicle here. This vehicle, it is a patton, pretty much. It performs just like the Tier 9 version of the tank, but it is not a fully upgraded one, as it is a premium version of the M46 at Tier 8. As a premium tank, it have all of the advantages and disadvantages of being a premium tank. This vehicle is a pretty good moneymaker. For the most part, the vehicle have a relatively good pen for the gun for regular AP, so if you just use regular AP for the most part and use APCR when you have to, you can easily make about 50k credits per a match with this vehicle if you're good with the machine in the first place. This vehicle have a very unique paint design. I have a nickname for this pattern. I call it the Patton Korean Tiger because of the paint job. It have black, white stripes on a tan background with tiger marks here. Another thing that you should be aware of is that as a premium vehicle, you cannot change the camo paint on the vehicle. So that is a bit of a disadvantage here. Let's get into the vehicle stats now. The pattern stats, it is quite good for the most part. Hit point wise, you have about under 1500, so you can take a good amount of hits before you are killed. As a medium, the vehicle is quite mobile due to the engine it have. The engine, it is a 810 horsepower engine. Watch out for the engine fire though at 20%. The horsepower to ton ratio, it is about 18.5 horsepower to 1 ton. That means being mobile, you can easily reach the top speed of about 48 kilometer mark, especially whenever you are on flat terrain or going downhill. The hull and the turret traverse is quite good, 38 degrees. The armor, it is not that good nor bad. There is angling in the front part of the tank here, so if you do take advantage of it, you can ricochet some rounds though. The armor in the front, it is 100 millimeters with the angling added on top. Side, 76, and the rear, 76 for the turret, the hull 50. I can see easily a HE round, if it hit the rear part of the tank here, this vehicle can potentially be one-shottable by artilleries. Overall, the armor, it is not that good nor bad, but it can be penned easily enough. The gun itself, it is quite good. Gun depression, 10 degrees downward, 20 up. The gun, it is a 90mm gun. The rate of fire with the equipment and having a good crew, you can have roughly around 8 rounds per a minute. The pen, it is quite good. You can pen most targets with AP and the APCR rounds. You can pen most vehicles up to tier 10 still, if you know where the weak spots are. HE, the pen, it is not that good, but you can still do a bit of damage with HE still. Unfortunately, the average damage per a shot, it is not that good nor bad, but due to the high rate of fire that this gun does have, you can do a good amount of damage with this gun. The accuracy of .38 can be a bit of a issue at times, especially if you fully aim in at times, but the one issue I have with the 90mm gun at times is I have a problem shooting targets that is on the move at times. The aiming time, 2.5 seconds, it is not that good nor bad. The view range is quite good, 390 meters. With a good crew and having coated optics mounted on top, you can easily have the maximum amount of view range possible in the game. The signal range is quite good, so you can stay in contact with the rest of the team. As a premium vehicle, you have nothing to research. Now, let's cover the pros, the cons, and the equipment setup you are going to have in this patton. The pros and cons for the patton. As a tier 8 medium tank, you will have the same matchmaking as a regular tier 8 does, from tier 8 to tier 10. Now, how do you play the medium? You will play this tank as a medium tank role, from being a frontline vehicle to a support medium as well. This vehicle, especially if you're in a wolf pack of mediums, you can do quite well using wolf pack tactics, especially when you're driving the patton with other pattons as well, due to the good pen and the mobility of the patton as well. Now, what is good about the patton? The vehicle, it is quite mobile, have a very good gun, so if you do choose to take advantage of the medium wolf pack tactics, you can do a good amount of damage. This vehicle is a very good peekaboo tank when it comes to corners. Due to the very good horsepower to ton ratio and the mobility of it, you can easily poke a corner, shoot, fall back, and repeat that tactic until the tank is dead. This vehicle can go over rough terrain easily enough. Due to the gun depression that the vehicle have, 10 degrees downward, 20 up, you can abuse that when you are in a very hilly terrain. Now, as a premium vehicle, you have all of the advantages and disadvantages of a premium tank have. This vehicle performs and plays just like the Tier 9 version of the tank. Now, what is bad about the patton? The armor, it is not that thick, so the armor can be penned easily enough. It have all of the disadvantages of a patton as well. I find at times I have a problem hitting vehicles on the move with the patton 90mm gun. The APCR round, I find at times I have problem penning certain tier 10 vehicles, so it is important if you are shooting APCR rounds at a heavily armored target, it is important to know the vehicle weak spots. Now let's cover the consumables and the equipment. Consumables, first aid kit, repair kit, and the fire extinguisher. The ammo, this vehicle carries a lot of ammo, 70 rounds, so you will not run out of ammo in a match with this gun. The majority of the ammo I would be using would be regular AP and APCR. Using regular AP for the most part, you can penetrate most vehicles and make a large amount of credits still. I would only save APCR whenever you are facing off against a heavily armored target. APCR will cost you 4,400 credits or 11 gold. HE, I would only save it against the semi-armored targets, but HE it is still useful still against the semi-armored targets you will be encountering still. Now, the equipment you are going to be using on the patton. The vertical stabilizer Mark 1 is a good idea. The toolbox to get your repairs done faster. The enhanced gun length drive to decrease the aiming time. Coated optics tool to increase the view range by 10%. And the last piece of equipment that will make the patton even better, go with the medium caliber tank gun rammer to decrease the loading time and to increase the rate of fire by a tiny bit. Vents is a good idea as well, just to get the plus 5% to the crew, and to improve the tank performance by a tiny bit as well. I have a replay to show you how well you can do in the patton. Let's go to that replay now. This replay, I will show you how well the Korean patton can do when it is top tier and you play to the vehicle's strengths. Also, this replay have a lot of mediums, mainly due to the rental period that people got the rental period from the missions, so they can try the PD58 mods out and the Korean patton out as well. During the time of this replay, my patton was a rental as well. I am heading to the Crossroad Forest area here to support my team with the rest of the mediums in the area. That Korean patton, I hit it on the move somehow. It looked like the enemy team is is getting into the forest crossroad area here. So to support my team, I have to get some flanking shots on the enemy vehicles here. I chose to go up to the hill here to get some side shots for what vehicles would be climbing the hill here. I rushed the shot there, and I missed. That shot I fired into the mutts, knowing the mutts have paper thin armor. I switched to regular AP, so I do not waste any more APCR. That Korean patton there, he's probably have disconnection issues or he is AFK, but at the time I did not know this, so I just shot at it. That Mutz is killed. I requested help to finish this Korean pattern off. This vehicle have a very good rate of fire for the gun it have. I switched to a PCR to make sure my rounds are going to be penning the remaining vehicles in the forest here. I am trying to use the terrain here to my advantage to make sure the IS come out. This is where things turn for the worse for me. This replay, my team won the match. I did quite well in my Korean pattern here. For the 2 kills that I got, I did about 2,700 damage. That is pretty good for playing the pattern for the short amount of time that I had it for. Let's go to the garage now. Let's do a brief recap on the pattern. This vehicle performs and plays just like the Tier 9 version of it, so there is not much of a learning curve to the machine, if you know how to play the pattern already. This vehicle, it is a all around a good medium tank at its tier, just like the T-54 is when it is fully upgraded. As a premium tank, you can train your American medium tank crew members while making extra credits as well. During the rental time you have for the tank, you can take advantage of it as a regular premium tank by working on your American medium crew while making extra credits as well. Overall, this pattern is a pretty good American premium medium tank to use at this tier. For the most part, the American mediums, when it comes to premium vehicles, they have been quite good. Would I recommend the pattern? If you want to buy it, it is up to you. As the vehicle by itself, it is quite good. I would only buy the pattern if I am working on the American line. It's especially if I want to train my crew as I go up the line if I do not have American medium already. The pattern by itself, if you do just want to buy it, it's a good medium just for making extra credits as well. Overall, the pattern, it is not the best nor the worst medium at this TL. I hope that you learn a thing or two about the pattern and how to use it properly on the battlefield. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone.